Banks don't try to avoid risky borrowers because, like in any business, higher the risk, higher the return. Today, AI helps banks identify which of these risks are worth taking. Imagine two people applying for the same loan, same income, same credit score, same loan amount, but AI may approve one and reject the other. But here's the interesting thing. In many modern systems, AI starts working even before you apply for the loan. Banks analyze data from millions of customers, things like transaction patterns, salary deposits, spending behavior, and saving balances. Using this data, machine learning models try to estimate things like the likelihood of a customer taking a loan, the likelihood that the customer might default, and the expected profitability of that loan. These are called propensity models. They help bank decide who should even receive a loan offer. So sometimes the process doesn't start by you applying. It starts by AI deciding who should be offered credit in the first place. Once the customer applies for a loan, the real risk evaluation begins. The system collects data from credit bureaus and bank transaction history. Raw financial data is then converted into hundreds of signals called features. These features decide things like credit usage, spending patterns, income stability, and payment behaviors. Banks train machine learning models using millions of historical loans. Each loan is labeled as either repaid or defaulted. The model learns patterns that historically led to default. This is called as supervised learning. So the first thing that the AI predicts is something called as PD, or probability of default, which is nothing but the probability that the borrower may fail to repay the loan. In some cases, the borrower may have a probability of default, which is PD of 2%, and in other cases, it may be 7%. Banks then estimate how much money they might lose using a standard risk equation. Basically, they try to calculate the expected loss as PD multiplied by LGD multiplied by EAD, where PD is the probability of default, which is nothing but the probability that the borrower might default. LGD is loss given default, which is how much money the bank loses if default happens. And EAD is exposure at default, which is the size of the loan. Now let's try to understand this with an example. Let's assume that the bank gave a loan of 5 lakh rupees. Let's assume that the probability of default was 6% and the loss given default, which is how much money the bank loses if default happens. So even if the default happens, the bank will still be able to recover some money through collaterals, collections, legal recoveries, or as asset liquidation. So let's suppose that the bank is able to recover 2 lakh rupees. So the loss becomes loan amount minus recovery, which is 5 lakhs minus 2 lakhs. So the loss will be 3 lakhs, which is again roughly 60% of the loan amount. And the exposure is the amount that the bank had lent, which was 5 lakh rupees. So to calculate the expected loss with a PD of 6% and LGD of 60% on an amount of 5 lakhs, the expected loss would be around 18,000 rupees. But here's the interesting thing. Banks are not trying to eliminate risk. They're trying to figure out which risks could still be profitable. So if the bank expects to earn 70,000 rupees in interest and the expected loss is only 18,000 rupees, this loan is still profitable, even if the borrower might look somewhat risky. This is also why two borrowers applying for the same loan amount, same tenure, may get different interest rates. Risky borrowers get higher interest rates, and less risky borrowers get a lower interest rate. And this is called as risk-based pricing. But because of regulations, bank can't just use a black box AI model. They have to explain why a certain loan was rejected. To adhere to these regulations, modern lending systems use explainable AI techniques. Essentially, it helps identify which factors influenced the decision. So, for example, whether it was high credit utilization or whether it was instability in the income because of which the loan was rejected. So this allows banks to explain their decisions to regulators and their customers. So if we zoom out, the full lending system actually looks something like this. It often starts with the customer transaction data, things like salary deposits, spending patterns, and account activity. AI models analyze this data to identify customers who might be good candidates for a loan. This is called propensity models. They predict which customers are most likely to take a loan and still be profitable. Based on these predictions, the bank decides who should receive loan offers. If the customer accepts the offer, they submit loan application. At that point, the bank pulls additional data from credit bureaus and other financial sources to understand the borrower's credit history. All this raw data is then processed and converted into hundreds of signals called features. These features describe things like credit utilization, spending volatility, payment behaviors, income stability, type of merchants on where the spend is happening. Those features are then fed into AI risk model, which predict the probability that the borrower might default. But banks also need to understand why the model made that prediction. More than banks needing to understand, it is a regulatory requirement. So the system runs a explainability AI layer that identifies which factors increased or decreased the predicted risk. Once the risk prediction is available, the system calculates the expected loss using the PD, the potential loss if default happens, and the size of the loan. That risk estimate is then compared to the expected interest income. Based on that, the system determines the appropriate interest rate, which is known as risk based pricing. And finally, the system decides whether the loan should be approved, rejected, or sent for manual review. So, when you apply for a loan, the system isn't asking, is this borrower safe? It is asking something else, whether this risk is worth taking and whether this risk could be profitable. And more, these decisions have been started to powered by AI, where AI is predicting the financial behaviors.